Well, we're really being creative here, aren't we? Gosh, these kids are just oozing with creativity, and to think I'm actually sharing in this experience, well, I need a rest. Let's go to a commercial break.
Wow!
Rappin' with the Turk.
Ow!
Rappin'.
It's Rappin' with the Turk. Late nights radio talk jock with conversation for the wee hours of the morning. And now, here's Turk. Turk?
Thank you, my man. This is Rappin' with the Turk. I am the Turk, so without any further ado, let's get started. Tonight on our journey to the dawn, I have with me a very special guest. That master blaster of the country airways, Chris Robbins, is with us. How's it going, Chris?
Hey, thank you, Turk. Glad to be here.
I read you clearly, my man, so let's get moving on to the phone lines. Have any questions? Ask me. My ears await.
Yeah, is Mike there?
Sorry, man, I think you got the wrong phone number.
What? Now, wait a minute. How could I have? I'm not stupid. Are you sure you're not Mike?
Sure as I can be. Sorry. Next caller, please.
You know, that's funny. You sure sound a lot like Mike. Wait, I know. Let me talk to Mary, then.
Turkey.
Yeah, I got a question for Chris. Chris?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, listen. You getting free to all the movies? Boy, are you lucky. If I got in free, I'd see Halloween 9 in 3D about 1,000,000,000 times. I really like that part where the big spider sucks all the blood out of that one mechanic. It was so realistic, you know?
Yeah, I see what you mean, sure.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It was really great talking to you. Bye.
Keep 'em rolling. Rap at me.
Yeah, Turk, you know, it's like I got this really big problem, you know? And, like, I was wondering if you could, like, help me out.
Well, I shall try my hardest. Lay it on me, sweet stuff.
Well, you see, it's like I lost the wrapper on my frozen pizza, you know? And, you know, it's like the part with the directions on it. And, like, I totally forgot how many minutes to leave it in the oven.
Well, now that depends on what kind of crust you want. Do you want thin and crispy or thick and chewy?
Oh, thick and chewy for sure.
Well, now, what you want to do is put that pizza in the oven at, say, 350 degrees and place it on the middle rack in the back for best results. And this way you'll ensure even baking and you'll get a delightfully doughy crust.
Oh, Turk, thanks a lot.
No problem, my midnight child. And that reminds the Turk that a delicious addition to any frozen pizza is to feel free and add your own toppings. Now, I personally prefer leftover barbecue. And you take that barbecue and you spread it evenly over the expanse of your midnight, late-night snack. And this will add a spice of life to your pizza's taste.
You know, Turk, I personally favor a generous sprinkle of Parmesan cheese over my entire pizza. You know, it gives it that fresh Italian deli kind of taste.
Well, good. Thank you, my man. Thank
great.
you. There's some taste experiments you all can try out there. Compliments of the Turk. Now let's move to our phones. Rattle my bones.
Hi, this is Mike. Any messages?
Yeah, the British are coming. And get yourself a new phone number, man. Next caller.
Hey, Turk, I heard that you can spontaneously combust at will. Really?
Don't believe everything you read in the papers, Jack. That's just a vicious rumor.
Well, then, is it true that if you were to shave off all the hair on Chris Robbins' head, he'd actually lose all his superhuman strength and his great speaking voice on top of that?
I'll have to throw that one over to my night co-pilot.
That one's news to me, Turk. I don't know about that.
Well, you learn something new every day. I guess you better stay away from shaving cream and hot blow dryers, huh, Chris?
No, what about...
Next caller, Rappin.
My question is directed toward Chris. I'm divorced and now earning about $73,000 per year in my job as a fashion designer for a major clothing company. Now my question is, should I use Form 42D when paying my taxes, as I still have 2 children to support and my skyrocketing insurance costs, Or should I apply for 96Q, which would grant me an additional 4 months to settle my tax bracket, which would in turn allow me to open an individual retirement account, thereby allowing me to receive a substantial deduction without major court fees? What should I do?
Now, don't feel guilty about your own personal problems. Divorce is a tragedy, I agree, but you can't let it ruin the rest of your life. You know, I recommend that you try dating again. It's difficult at first, but soon you're going to find out that you enjoy the company of close friends. Remember, life's rough, but you have to try to cope as best as you can. Turk?
Well, there's some wise advice there. The truth will be known while we rap on the phone. Let's go to my next caller. Slap the rap on me.
Another question for Chris. Okay, if you were forced to throw a big party at which you had to invite either the Wolfman, Godzilla, or King Kong, would it be a formal? And what beverages would you serve?
Now, you must listen to me. Suicide is no way out. You can't escape from your past. It's always going to be there no matter how ugly or horrible it may seem. Now, you should try to seek some professional counseling or at least hit your head on a good hard tree. No one profits from your death. Except maybe a mortician, but that's not the point.
My, oh my, this has been a lively evening, hasn't it? Just want to remind y'all you're listening to Rappin' with the Turk. Good conversation and intelligent rap sessions for the wee hours of the morning. And if you have a question or a story you'd like to tell Chris or myself, just call us here or write us a letter and carry this station to Corresponding with the Turk. Back to the phones. Turk here. Are you there?
Oh, Turk?
That's my name. What's your question?
What?
What is your question?
What? Oh no. Talk into this ear once. Are you talking? I can't hear a thing. Oh my God, I must have gone deaf.
Our time is swiftly drawing to a close here. Rap at me quickly.
Yes. I just want to know if you also get embarrassed by wrong numbers. Or if I should get professional help to overcome my fear. It truly terrifies me.
Well, I would think that if you're constantly in fear of a wrong connection, then maybe you ought to contact a member of the American Society for the Prevention of Lost Callers, and they should refer you to...
Mother?
No, you're rapping with the Turk.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Oh my.
One last question to wrap me good night. Speak, lucky one.
Yeah, I've got a question for both of you. You're doing a radio show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to see people on the radio, correct?
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Then how come I can see you guys on the TV? Listen, I've watched your whole program on the tube, but I'm listening to it on the radio show. You guys aren't doing a legitimate radio program. It's just that stupid show, what do you call it? Yeah, Beyond Our Control.
Well, that's all for Rapping with the Turk. I would like to thank my special guest, Chris Robbins, for coming out here today and enlightening us in his own special way.
Hey, it was my pleasure, Turk.
Thanks for being here, Chris. And I'd like to remind all my listeners that next week my guest will be the man, the enigma, the legend. Of course, I'm speaking of Mr. Nipsey Russell's going to be with us next week. But for now, the stars are singing their morning song, and I must be moving on. So that's all from the Turk. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Rapping with the Turk, he's a one. Rapping with the Turk,
He's loads of fun.
rapping with the Turk,
He's a real cool cat.
rapping with the Turk, he's where it's at. Rapping, rapping, rapping,
Ah!
rapping, 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 yeah.